So yeah, it's just one of those days. Rainy day video. Bike blogger here. On my way to work. It's rainy. Whee! My knee kind of hurts, so I'm taking it kind of easy today. But that's actually perfect because it's all wet outside. You don't want to go too fast when it's wet anyway. One of those days. One of those days. It's not coming down that bad though, so I actually have a little fleece overshirt, what do you call them? Pullover. Don't even have like a waterproof rain jacket on or anything. It would have to be pretty cold and very rainy for me to switch to a waterproof jacket, because those things just get so hot. You start sweating like crazy in those. Especially if you're kind of working up you're kind of exercising a little bit on the bike. So yeah, what I actually do when it's raining, I actually have a little bag ready to go. Although I don't really carry my stuff in a bag so much, I just kind of strap it onto my bike. But I got like a little container that I can put in my water bottle holder, and I can just put spare socks, underwear, shirt in there. Backing up. Make a left. I do get a little worried when I make a turn and it's all wet, especially right after it started raining, because that's almost the worst time. Similarly, when it's like, when the sun is really low, that's the worst time to ride a bike, because if the sun is low and you're riding into the sun, people coming up from behind you are going to be kind of blinded by the sun, so lower visibility. Anyway, what I was getting at is right when it first rains, you got to remember, especially if it hasn't rained for quite a while, the road is full of dirt and oil slicks. And right when that rain hits, boom, the whole road is like one big oil slick. So you gotta be especially careful right when it begins raining. And I guess for good reason. I often see, at least around where I live, right when it rains, right after it rains, I don't know what that thing was. I was trying to figure out what that thing was back there. I didn't run over it, but there was like some cables on the ground. Sometimes I think they count like how many axles are going down a road so they can figure out how to count cars. Anyway, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Guy got some mattresses on his truck there. I'm feeling sleepy. I have to wait a second here. You're on the wrong side of the road, bike blogger. Yeah, I know, I'm getting off the road here and getting on the sidewalk. So yeah, it's just one of those days. Rainy day video. So just a tip of the day. Be careful out there right after it rains. It can be slick. Especially on leaves and sewer covers. Anything metal grates. Watch out for those. Watch out for those. So yeah, I've been doing some longer videos. I don't know, I should probably extend this video a little bit, right? It's kind of... I mean, I'm basically at work now, so I don't want to end the video right now, so let's extend it a little bit here. Watch out for the door zone. Oh, watch out for the door zone. It's that time of year though, with the springtime and wet roads. Oh yeah, what I was talking about before. I actually have like an emergency kit, or like oh my gosh kit. You know, right after I wake up and it's all rainy outside, and I didn't expect it to be rainy. Super great. I have a kit for winter rain and summer rain, which is just like a little bag, or you know, like I was saying before, a little container I carry with me on wet days when it looks like it's gonna rain or it is raining. I can bring it with me for a spare set of clothes when I get to work, because you're gonna get wet one way or another. You might as well have some spare clothes. That's really the best solution versus that's my opinion, versus a full-on set of rain gear or whatever, which can run you a pretty penny. However, one important thing is, if it is very cold outside, you probably do want to have a nice winter rain jacket, because you don't want to get sick. That's the other really important thing. You know, it's not, you know, getting wet and being wet and everything is one thing, and uncomfortable is one thing, but getting sick is a whole nother thing. You don't want to get sick, because then you wouldn't be able to ride your bike, unless you ride your bike when you're sick. Just riding along the trail here. That's a pretty big puddle. I put my feet horizontal with the crank, or with the plane of the road surface. I keep my feet as far above the water as possible when I go through a big puddle, and just kind of roll with it. If you got a fixed gear bike, you don't really have a choice. You have to pedal through it, or take your feet off the pedals and just stick your feet up in the air like this. Just go right through it. Woo, it's all wet outside. It's all wet outside. I don't really enjoy the rain a whole lot, but hey, it mixes things up. So I do right now enjoy the rain. Fortunately, it's not even sprinkling right now though, so the road's just wet, which, that was a big tree limb. That was a big tree limb. I don't want to get hit by a tree. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Let's go up this road here. I was looking at that channel there for stormwater. It's kind of strange. You don't usually you just see a, what do you call it, a flume or whatever. You know, it's just made out of earth material basically. It's not actually a concrete channel there for directing stormwater. So yeah, a lot of the leaves, or the flowering trees, are dropping all their petals. It's getting into May here. It's hard to believe, isn't it? I mean, mean, summer's just around the corner. Feels like spring hasn't even been here that long yet. It's crazy how time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, it's trash day, so there's trash trucks all around. Here comes one right now. Okay. That truck is so tall it knocked down a little tree branch in that tree. Yeah, so if you live in another country, that's what this is what American garbage trucks look like. Past a postman truck too, mail truck. Woo! What do garbage trucks look like in Europe? I assume they're smaller, but I don't know, could be wrong. We throw away a lot of stuff. We are a disposable society. Gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Alright. Feels really nice out. So even though I got the long sleeves on, I was really debating that. It gets to be at that point where the temperature is just, you know, it's like, well, I probably should wear shorts and short sleeves because it's just going to be hot. But of course the disadvantage of doing that is, well, I guess you could get more wet, unless you could get still wet if you have long sleeves and stuff, so they're not waterproof from the rain. Either way, you're going to get wet from the sweats. But unless it's like below freezing temperatures, man, I don't know. It really depends on you, I guess, right? How cold does it have to be before you start wearing long sleeves? I'm just making circles now. Trying to extend this a little bit. Is that truck moving? I think it is. Moving slowly. Guess he was letting me get by. It was hauling something in the back. Maybe it was like it was tucked. There was like cardboard on both sides of it. Maybe it was like a mirror or glass or something, and he didn't want to break it. It's going kind of slow. Maybe he just thought it was weird to see someone riding a bike in the rain. It's not actually raining though. It was raining earlier. It is actually kind of raining. It's sprinkling just a little bit. I don't consider sprinkles rain. So yeah, like I was saying, I have like a little kit ready to go, so I don't have to think about it, you know, because that's what can really turn you off from. Okay, here comes a guy. He didn't have lights on. That's what can really turn you off from riding in the rain. Besides the fact that, oh, it's dark and wet and cold outside, I don't want to get out of bed. Just like, oh my gosh, I need all new gear. I need a different bike. I need different equipment. I need different clothes. Well, if you have all that ready to go the night before, it sure makes it a lot easier. So that's my recommendation. Get it all ready the night before, or just have it ready to go just in case. You know, that'll make it easier for you. So you're not wasting time, you know, digging through your drawers, your clothes drawers, for all your rain-specific stuff or whatever. I actually did a video near the beginning of my channel about different rain clothing. I have a lot of different clothing. I do have one of those Gore-Tex fluorescent yellow or puke green rain jackets. Good idea when it's, you know, dark and wet outside. It'll make you more visible. You don't see a lot of fluorescent green. Backing up. Fluorescent green, you know, cars and stuff. So anyway, this was just kind of on a whim. Wasn't really gonna do a video topic today, but a little bit change of scenery. So I'll share this one with you guys and gals. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget bike lights. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully my knee is better next time I see it. Whew. Around we go. When we stop, nobody knows.